So my mom was Linda Smith Dyer, and she was one of the founders of the Maine Women's Lobby. And in 1977, the year before they founded the lobby, my mom and a number of other Maine women traveled down to Texas for the National Women's Conference. And this was my mom's t-shirt from that trip. I spent a lot of time wandering the halls of the State House as a little kid, especially on school vacations, and I saw how things get done, and they get done by making connections with people and talking and listening. And I grew up seeing my mom do that all the time, and I'm really excited to now be a board member here and help continue that. To me, the importance of the lobby is knowing that my interests, the interests of my family and friends and all Maine women and girls in Maine are represented in the State House, and that we know that there are people working on the ground all the time to make sure that that's the case. And we're not done. I think my mom would have been really happy if 40 years later we didn't need the Maine Women's Lobby anymore, but we still need it. And so she would be so pleased that it's still around and still going strong. Of course, there's the list of, legislative wins that we want, but I think the hope for the future is we get to a point in Maine where maybe we're not needed. I think that would honestly be the best. But until then, we got a lot of work to do. I'm an educator, and so I think a lot about the needs of Maine children. And what I see is economic insecurity and healthcare access being huge issues for our children in our state and families in general. And so those are things that we need to work on, because we need to give our kids a chance to be healthy and happy for life. Join me in celebrating 40 years for Maine women and girls.